Hey, what's up? I'm late, but I'm here. Oh, right on. Mr. Divergence, shout out to you. What up, guys? Mr. Netflix, Maker and Compound. Eric Royce, what up, man? I will check Maker and Compound out for sure. So dollar looks like it's getting pushed back. The internets are coming back on. Here we go. Party's going to get started here in a moment here. I know everybody's just waking up. It's 5:30 a.m. Pacific time. And what are we going to give away today? I said we're going to give away something. We're not giving away any more free silver. But we are going to give away something. And what is it? These are cool. This is a Bitcoin. We're giving away a Bitcoin today. Who wants a Bitcoin? All right, all you got to do is share the YouTube video. Like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, which is in our profile. And then share it via email to 5 of your friends. Share it via email to 5 of your friends. And that will get, and then you're going to email info@bitcoinadvisors.com. Info@bitcoinadvisors.com. And in the subject line, you're going to say Bitcoin giveaway. That is a gold Bitcoin, and no, it is not actual Bitcoin. This is not how Bitcoin comes out. Anyways, hope you guys get it. It's just something to put on your desk for fun. It's not real gold, sorry, but dollar is beginning to pump a bit on the hourly time frame. I do think there's a potential for it to get pushed back. It will close here shortly. Okay, my screen record's working. This is good. This is good. So I'm going to pull the economic data into my screen record here. And I'll just show you guys again what's going on here. Economic prints are coming out. I don't know why. I had them all up here, and what happened? Jobless claims coming out today. Goods trade balance, retail inventories. Here it is. GDP. That was the one that we wanted to see. If I hit my refresh button, is it going to fail me? All right, I'm going to jump into Bitcoin's price action, and I will check back in on the economic data. Okay, it did come out. All right, here we go. So, just initial reaction. So GDP sales, the consensus was 3.9, but it came out at 1.4, so lower than expected. However, GDP price index, so that's not the important one. How about jobless claims? Check it out. 4-week jobless claims were down, so the consensus was 200. So less people claiming jobs. That's bullish for the dollar. Okay, continuing jobless claims up slightly, bearish for the dollar. So a mixed print there. And initial jobless claims for January 2021 down. So bullish for the dollar. Again, the thesis is when the dollar goes up, Bitcoin goes down. And when the dollar goes down, Bitcoin goes up. Okay, and essentially, the more green prints, green means bullish for the dollar, red means bearish for the dollar. Okay, these are the high economic important datas here. Durable goods was up, and this is for the month of December. Durable goods orders up, very, very up. Okay, so we got an hour and 21 minutes until the new home sales prints. And we're going to see. So mostly, you know, Powell's biggest concern, well, it should be GDP. And core PCE came out lower than higher than expected. So GDP growth rate for Q4 was at 2.9%, and the consensus was 2.6. Core PCE was down slightly, but those are not. So durable goods, yeah, we're getting a lot of bullish things for the dollar, and jobless claims went down. So what Powell does not want is jobless claims to go down. Overall, I'm starting to look at this as a little bit more bullish for the dollar, but let's jump into the charts. Because the charts, I mean, that's hard to read the economic data. Oh, look, yeah, and we're getting a pushback on the hourly time frame right now. So I'm going to see if this will help us out here. I'm just going to go like that. And hopefully that works. So for you guys here on the dollar, on the hourly time frame, this will close in about 10 minutes. The initial spike up, you can see going into the meeting, we had a little spike up, getting rejected below the purple 200. We got this little silver cross. Looks like this move's going to get faded, and the dollar will cross up above 101.88. In the complex world of Bitcoin and macroeconomics, we are here to give you a bird's eye view from the macro level down to the micro level. We're going to marry the two together and let them have a little baby and give you the best education we can every single day. I hope you enjoy the video. We got 4 minutes left on the 15-minute. So not a huge day so far, so good. Bear with me. All right, so what else do I see here? Let's check out the daily for the dollar. And we've been following the dollar here for the past couple of days and saying basically this is the dollar's range. This wick high, this wick low, any kind of a closure above or below is kind of going to get the next move up or down. We do have the death cross for the dollar. Typically, you want to see price action get sucked up into the cross and then spit back down. Overall, the case is for the dollar to come down a bit more, which gives us the bias that, yes, Bitcoin very, very likely going to take a stab up a little bit higher here and into the green box of peace and prosperity or death and despair. Right, so if we get rejected here, very, very likely going to come back down and at least test 20,000 bucks. If we get any kind of a daily closure below 22,300, I'm going to look for a significant move down, minimum 20,500, and as long as we put a higher low in this region, I think there is a opportunity for Bitcoin to pick itself up by its bootstraps and head higher. I think you could mediate that with the 4-hour time frame, which is putting in a little bit of a higher low here. We got a higher high and a higher low. Will get confirmed in the next 2 hours and 18 minutes. And what else would that confirm? Probably several drives of hidden bullish divergence. If you look at the RSI here, rejecting the bearish control zone, heading back up to the bullish control zone. And if you do see the 4-hour RSI get back up in this blue zone, that is the bullish control zone, I would expect a move onwards and upwards for the day. Check out the 2-hour printing a similar print. And as long as the dollar gets beat down here, which the dollar is starting to recover a bit, it looks like, on the hourly time frame. So I literally trade like this. I've got the Bitcoins up. I got the dollar, always looking at the dollar because the dollar tends to lead the market, right? So dollar had this little spike, right? And that correlated probably with a 15-minute pullback, right? So, yep, you can see dollar spiked here. Bitcoin pulled back on the 15-minute time frame. So I think the 15 minutes pretty decent for kind of taking a look at, that initial move up or down. We got a closure coming up here, and we'll cross down below 23,092 bucks. So looks like a sell there. And NASDAQ's up 78, S&P's up 11, Dow Jones flat. So gold's down 12 bucks. And I guess I'm going to just keep talking here and see. Oh, yeah, Matic and Maker. Bitcoin's already out of hands. I want to invest. What coin should I invest in at the moment? Do you believe it's manipulated? All great questions, guys. You feel Bitcoin's going to skyrocket, so you just started buying? Well, I'll say good for you. Good for you. Is it in? All right. Is the bottom in? Lots of questions today. I think I'm going to take a look at Maker and Comp for the first request of the morning. And then we'll take a look at Ethereum and go from there. So let me throw it up on the chart. So I'm not getting a real read right now for Bitcoin. And I don't want to say the 15-minute is going to get this print right away. But here's what I would say, actually, on the 15-minute time frame. So using the Fibonacci retracement tool, you can see from the low to the high here, we are consolidating between the 0.5 and the 618. If we do take out the 618 here and close a 15-minute below there, definitely Bitcoin probably going to head down to 22,350, the bottom side of this consolidation range. And if we do start to close even a 15-minute below there, I'm looking for 21,400. However, I would still be waiting for, more like a 4-hour below this 23,300. And really, if we can get a closure back above the 382 at 23,300. Yeah. So the range is about $1,000 range right now between 23,300 and 22,363 on the 4-hour time frame. So Bitcoin is kind of the thermometer for the rest of the market. Oh, is my phone dying? My other phone's dying. No, it's not. Okay, good. Bitcoin's a thermometer for the rest of the market. So if Bitcoin breaks the range to the upside, I'm expecting a move into the green box of peace and prosperity or death and despair. And if it breaks it to the downside, I think, the next stop down is going to be about 21.5 and kind of judge it from there on the shorter term time frames. And what I would say is we break Bitcoin to the upside, you'll expect some altcoins to start to pump and pump pretty good. All right, so let's take a look at Compound. One of my favorite tokens, up a 0.5 point right now and got a nice little bull flag. So again, Compound is going to do something like this. If we break it to the upside, any kind of a closure back above, call it $54, and I'd look for a run to 58.36 at the first target, second target at $65. If we look at it on the daily time frame, pretty much the same goes, and you could really extend that target up on the daily time frame, any kind of a daily closure above 58, and I'd be looking for this next level to get hit at 65. If we pull it out even further, definitely opportunity to head up to this green 55 on the 5-day. We got volatility expanding. We've got momentum to the upside. And keep in mind, on the RSI here, the first test back in the bullish control zone is usually a sell. So likely going to get some selling pressure if Mr. Compound wants to get up there. Also notice that we got the 9 and the 21 crossing right there. And by the way, you can go to TradingView, set up a TradingView account for free, and then follow along so you can get all the same indicators. Moving averages, it's free. And then if you do the basic service, I think it's like $25 a year, and you can get a lot more of the indicators. I think it's definitely worth it if you're going to be doing this for some time. Other than that, Maker, another very interesting product. I don't track Maker very often, but I'll pull it up here and see if I can get a feel for it. By the way, did you guys see the Tesla results yesterday? The earnings call was pretty funny. I actually made a little short video about it because it was so funny. The guy, one of the woke people out there. We're going to get shirts and we're going to give them away. By the way, you want to enter to win the free Bitcoin? All you got to do is like subscribe to our YouTube channel, share it with a couple friends and 5 friends, and then email us at info@bitcoinadvisors.com. And then you email us at info@bitcoinadvisors.com and share it with 5 friends. And in the subject line, my assistant says you've got to put coin giveaway. Coin giveaway. Otherwise, it's too hard to find all you guys. And needless to say, it'll make our life a lot easier. So Maker DAO, market maker, 665. Wow, that thing really, really tanked. And just pulling it up on the weekly time frame. So I will do a little analysis on this one. And you can see that, again, the stronger altcoins have kind of already hit their green 55 target, which is up here, right, at 947. And if you want to line this up with a fib, right, 618 is coming in at 874. So what I'd be noticing here is this slew of lower lows coming in all the way back from this pivot right here. I'm going to mark it off because I'm willing to bet that there's going to be some divergence. Mr. Divergence, here we go. One of my favorite ways to trade is using bullish and bearish divergence. And what does that mean? So if the price is making lower lows, but the RSI is making higher lows, you got hidden bullish divergence. And this looks like the 3-drive variety to me, but I want to double check and see if this can actually go back a little further. So no. So these are all lower lows. Okay, so we got, from this point, we got 1, 2 drives. So 2 drives does give you a shot, in my book, to the 21. This move is already pretty much played out, but the second target is going to be kind of up to this 618, not 0.5618. So I wouldn't say that's out of the cards. As long as Bitcoin, and here we go, dollar is pumping to the downside. You can see Dixie coming to the downside, leading the way down, and you've got the 8 minutes left on this hourly candle. And what else do we got? The Stokes will cross down below 101.77. So that would do it. That would do it for Bitcoin. Take a little bit of a bounce, guys. This will be right on live stream. And this is what I'm looking for, guys. I'm looking for the dollar to come down and for Mr. Bitcoin to kind of play out the move we've been talking about all week long about, possibly heading up to about 24,000. So Maker comp, and let me see if I can see any other requests here. Best Bill McCarthy, best platform to trade. Depends on what kind of trade you are doing. And if you want to invest, you know what? We do a free consultation. So Bitcoin Advisors, the reason I, founded this company was that the number one thing stopping people from investing in crypto, right, is that they don't have anybody they can talk to. You can't pick up the phone and call somebody at Coinbase and say, hey, what do you think of Maker? What do you think of Dogecoin? What do you think of Avalanche? What do you think of Polkadot? What do you think of Serum? Compound, right? There's nobody and I did this back in 2018. So, and that's the number one reason. Number two is I helped a lot of people invest in gold and silver. Almost 3,000 people invested in gold and silver coins with me. And back in 2017, I was blessed enough to be next to a guy who was selling pizza the month before, and he said, hey, you better buy some Bitcoin. And that was when it was $100 in 2015. And I laughed at him. I said, I'll never buy that magic internet money. And then what happened? I watched it go from $100 to $3,000, and I finally broke the lock off my wallet and bought some Bitcoin. I cashed in my 401k and bought a bunch of Bitcoin. It ran up to, from $3,000 to $20,000. And at the time, I told my boss, I was like, look, we got to sell Bitcoin. Gold, my gold rocks, which, by the way, I still like gold for passing down your wealth, right? You might consider, if you are a wealthy individual and you want to pass down some wealth, well, I mean, gold's been kind of in the dumper for some time, but it's finally ripping to the upside. And we've been calling this one out. Silver cross for, as soon as we got above the 618, is this silver or gold? No, this is gold. Coming in at 1937. Today, riding this 9 exponential. And look, as long as we are riding that guy and really riding the 21, and you could put a higher low at the green 55, as long as we are, doing that, I would expect more up and to the right. More up and to the right. People know the stock market is on its last leg. I mean, if you ask me, right? But as soon as we got above the 618, first target, that's 786. Second target coming up here at $2,053. I definitely think that's in the card for Mr. Gold. And with room for potential to go higher. I mean, as high as this guy at 2,300. If we can see a daily closure above $2,050, look, 2,300 is the next target. Nice long consolidation. Breakout. I mean, really, we had a fake out, which is this area. We had this huge range. Fake out to the downside. As soon as we came back up, broke back in that trading range, I said, hey, probably what's the, most likely, next likely thing to happen for gold? We're going to head to the top side of the trading range. And the same thing for silver. Silver's at $24. We've been talking about the same thing, probably heading up to 25. If that breaks, next target's 28. If 28 breaks, I think 34 is going to be in the cards, and with room and potential for more, I mean, probably all the way up to $45, $50 if we break 30. Okay? That is silver. Covered silver, covered gold. NASDAQ. So again, as long as the dollar's coming down, guys, and I'm about to end the stream. If we got any more questions, anybody else out there? Nice, 531 likes. Thanks, guys. And all right, Shiba. What do I think of Shiba? Bill, by the way, go to bitcoinadvisors.com, fill out the free investor guide. We give you a free crypto consultation, absolutely free. Again, it's not investment advice. We're not financial advisors. Don't invest more than you can afford to lose completely. And if you don't know what you're doing, don't invest in anything. I don't care how hot you think the market is. Wait. Get educated. Spend 1,000 hours online learning how to trade, learning how to, do a little crypto research, and then make a decision. Don't buy anything if you're new. And you don't have this kind of risk tolerance, the understanding that anything I invest in crypto, I can lose it all, right? Don't invest more than you can afford to lose completely. And that is my best advice. Lastly, okay, so why do we do this? So you can put Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in your retirement account. Look, if you got a little Coinbase account, right? And I will check out FTM and XTR and Shiba. Okay, so I'm going to write it down. FTM, Phantom. I like that one a little bit. Shiba, not a fan. Sorry, guys. That highly esteemed piece of internet technology, I never would touch it with a 1,000-foot pole. Why? I'm just not into buying doggy meme coins. However, I did make a few rips off a doggy coin last year and shorted the stink out of it on the downside on the Elon Musk pump and dump, which, whenever you get a mega event like that, right, where it's buy the rumor, sell the news, buy the rumor, sell the news, buy the rumor, sell the news. And we told everybody, buy the rumor, sell the news. And what does that mean, right? The rumor is Elon Musk is going to go on TV and tell everybody to buy doggy coin, right? Buy doggy coin, it's going to go to $1. Because Elon Musk is going to go on Saturday Night Live and he's going to tell everybody to buy it, right? That is the rumor. So going into the event, I think it ran from like 30 cents up to 70 cents and probably even more, right? It was probably at 10 cents and all the way to 70. I don't have time to go back and check, but I remember it like day. And so these mega events, it's like blood in the water for a great white shark, right? all the guys who know how to trade, the whales, right, who dropped $1 million in doggy coin at 1 penny, right, or 5 cents, and now it's at 70 cents. Well, guess what? They know during those mega events when all the retailers are at the top of the market, they're going to be buying in because they saw Elon Musk say buy doggy coin on Saturday Night Live, right? They know, like a great white shark, when it smells blood in the water, it's going to go for the kill. And what is that? That's the dump on the retailers' faces, because there's going to be enough liquidity at the top of the market at 70 cents. If you got $10 million worth of doggy coin and you try and market sell, right, you're not going to sell all that doggy coin at 70 cents unless there's enough buyers on the other side to take that sell, right? For every buyer, there has to be a seller. And check out this. The dollar is, well, this is a doji candle. Doji candle right here, or whatever you want to call it, but bearish candle in my book. And any kind of an hourly closure below this line at 101.69, very likely going to come to the bottom side of this range. And Bitcoin is going to get the liftoff that we've been hoping for. Really, I'd wait for a closure below 101.55. And honestly, yeah, so don't know what's going to happen yet. We got an hour and 20 minutes until the new home sales numbers come out. Again, we've gone over the economic data today. And jobless claims were lower than expected. Meaning less people lost their job, right? That's not helping out Jerome Powell. That's not helping out inflation. And that was up slightly. Okay. And yeah, less people lost their job. Good trades balance. Negative 90.3 billion. I'm not, that's bearish for the dollar. Retail inventories ex autos, month over month, down. Bears for the dollar. GDP sales, the consensus was 3.9%, is 1.4%. That is a low economic data print. And here's the one that really was the best case for the the dollar putting in a rally was durable good orders. I don't even know what that is. I'm not an economist. I am not an economist. I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. But I do want to note new home sales. So here's an important concept for everybody to realize is that it's the expectation versus the reality. So the consensus versus the actual print. So if the 20 guys on Bloomberg, economists, believe inflation's going to be at 6.5%. I'm just using a hypothetical. That's the expectation is 6.5. But then inflation comes out at 7%. They missed expectations. That's the reality of what happened. That's what drives the market action, right? Now, if inflation comes in lower than expected, that's bullish for the markets and for and bearish for the dollar. Sorry, I don't know. I'm confusing myself at this point. But it's the expectation versus the reality. That's what matters. And we followed on our YouTube channel in more detail. I know I'm getting 30 minutes into this video, and we got requests for FTM, Shiba, and I'm going to jump onto it. So let's check it out here, FTM. And in general, look, if Bitcoin's going to rip to the upside, altcoins are going to follow. In general, especially this. Oh, look at that. Look at that. FTM showing some strength here. That's what you want to see. That's a pillar of strength, up 17%. Where's she going to stop after ripping to the downside so hard? So hard. I mean, this one really came down this year. Look at the chart. Look at the chart. So I wouldn't be surprised to get a little bit more here, up to 51 cents. Probably going to get some selling pressure on that 9 exponential. There's the green 55. And what do I see here? Divergence. Mr. Divergence, what do you think of that? So we got lower low, lower low, lower low. So potentially three drives. And the results can be fantastic with bullish and bearish divergence. So yeah, coming back from this pivot right here, let's mark it off. So you can see, oops, marking it off. Oh, is it going to be right here? Yeah, right there. So this low right here, you got three lows, lower lows in price, three lower lows in price. Somebody should have pointed this out to me earlier, Mr. Bill McCarthy. I really wish you would have told me about this a couple weeks ago, because I mostly am just tracking with Bitcoin and Ethereum. There's a lot of liquidity there for bigger trades. Phantom, if we take this wick out right here at 52 cents, I'll be looking for a run all the way up to 77. And that's probably going to be right in line with the 618 fib. Let's see. Let's check it out. Pull it out. No. 618's all the way up at $1.09. So yeah, this is in the card, 74 cents. Thanks for pointing that one out to me. I may have to take a trade on that one. Again, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. But I love to get me in some trading on some cryptos. This is magic internet money. This is magic internet money. That's all it is, guys. So be at your own peril and risk. And here we go. Bullish signals firing off. The dollar printing to the downside. And that's what you'll see into these economic datas. The fake out, it usually comes, opposite. So it'll either go up and then go down, or vice versa. Go down and then up. And we're getting that downside move. I mean, we're only 5 minutes into this hourly candle, but it does look like a little bit more to go. Phantom, ripping to the upside. Where does that move get invalidated? I'd say anywhere below 33 cents, and I would start to let that one go, in my opinion. All right. Getting back on to Phantom and Shiba. Let's see what Shiba's doing here today. Shiba's probably ripping to the upside. That's why you're asking about it. Shiba, Mr. Shiba's. Okay. And guys, don't get confused with the bear market rally here. So, okay, I'll give you this example. Again, this one coming up to the green 55. Phantom has not made it up to the green 55. And by the way, this is not the best chart to be looking at. It doesn't have a whole lot of price history. But this green 55 is going to be coming down to that. So that's stronger ones already hit the green 55. Let's see, Doggy Coin. Oh, not quite there yet. Axie, ooh, not quite there yet. Jasmine, I don't know what that is. XLM, green 55, way up here. So, if Bitcoin can do this, right? If Bitcoin can do something like this and get above the green box of peace and prosperity and death and despair and put in a higher low, right? If Bitcoin can do something like this, hopefully this helps, guys. We pump above here, boom, put in a higher low, do something like that. I personally don't think anything above 30,000 is really in the cards this year. But I could be wrong, and that's just my opinion. And if I traded my opinion, I'd be a loser. So that's why I use technical analysis. But something like that, or even like this, right? All we got to do is put in the higher low, especially on the weekly time frame, as we have the etchings of a macro reversal. Several pieces of the pie of the portfolio, or pie of the puzzle, whatever you want to call it, are in place for a macro reversal. I don't think it's there. I don't personally think. I think the stock market does end up getting crushed at some point this year. We have some kind of a major recession and a liquidity crisis in the bond market. You cannot raise rates from 0 to 4% and start tightening by the Fed and not engineer some kind of a recession. The Fed wants unemployment to go up, and the Fed wants inflation to go down. What is their mandate? Price stability and the job and employment, right? Price stability and employment. Needless to say, I think that's enough out of me today. I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream, and we'll be coming back out to you with some more here soon. So God bless. Have a blessed and highly favored day, and take care. I'm going to sign out.